naturally comes after work package 6, which is implementation of the demonstration in demo cities and follower cities. So the main focus of work package 7 is to evaluate the impact of EBRT solutions as technical, economic, social, and environmental. So we have set some goals, some objectives at the beginning of the project, but at the end, after implementation, we want to see how impactful they were. So we do this evaluation and impact assessment at different aspects of the EBRT systems. Yeah, as I said, there are 4 aspects that we are evaluating in work package 7: technical, economic, social, and environmental. And for that, we have different methods and different frameworks. We have developed KPI framework at the beginning of the project, and we have defined KPIs, but each demo city has different innovations implemented, so different KPIs. What we do, we collaborate closely with work package 6, specifically 6.2, which is about gathering data. And for each of the aspects, we use different models. For instance, for operation and technical assessment, VUB is developing their simulation model, so they feed the data into their model. For TCO, we have developed Python script, so we feed the data gathered to Python script to assess TCO of the EBRT systems. For LCA, we use Gabi software, and we model the whole bus system to assess their environmental impact. And for social, we do surveys and interviews with users and with drivers and with system operators to see how these innovations have impacted their social experience, the user experience. Of course, it's important. So when you want to implement these innovations in other cities, the first thing they ask, okay, how impactful those are. We are doing this to see there are impact, environmental impact, social impact. So it's important to communicate, to evaluate those impacts, to be fair and transparent about those impact assessment, and communicate them well with different cities based on their differences, their experiences. We have small cities, big cities, suburbs areas, central city areas. And so for different cities, it's important to see the differences and find the best solution for themselves. Very good question. Because life cycle assessment, as from its name, is not only about operation phase of the bus system, BRT system, is about the whole life cycle. What we do, we look at the whole life cycle of the buses in EBRT system, from production, battery production, use phase, maintenance, energy use, and even end of life. What happens to the buses and to their batteries at the end of their life? So we calculate the environmental impact over their life cycle. And for that, we need more collaboration with OEMs, with bus manufacturers, with battery manufacturers. So they communicate with us, the material used in the buses, the material used in the batteries, maintenance parts, which parts are being replaced, how often. And then we calculate environmental impact over life cycle of buses and trolley buses. That's all about public transport, and that's all about making public transport even more efficient and more sustainable. Everybody says public transport as its own is the best, but when we make them electrified, it's another level of making them more sustainable and cleaner cities. So we cut tailpipe emissions, and then we have all these innovations in EBRT project that through predictive maintenance, battery life extension, and other innovations, we make it even more sustainable and even more efficient. And that, in that way, whole citizens in the cities, benefit from that, with cleaner air, with more fluent BRT operation, and so on.